Stress doesn't start with the big breakdowns. It starts with the tiny moments we ignore. And this story begins with one of those moments, a moment you've probably lived through yourself. Imagine this: you wake up already tired. Your phone buzzes before you even open your eyes. 3 emails, 2 WhatsApp messages, a missed call. Nothing dramatic, but your chest tightens just a little. You push it aside. You walk into the kitchen. The sink has dishes you forgot to wash last night. Your brain whispers, "You're already behind." You push it aside again. On the way to work, traffic slows down. Someone cuts in front of you. Your jaw tenses. You don't say anything. But again, you push it aside. By the time you reach your desk, your brain has collected all these tiny triggers, and suddenly one small thing, maybe an unexpected task, a comment or a notification, hits you like a punch. And now you feel overwhelmed without knowing exactly why. This is the trigger point. This is the moment stress begins. It's not the big problems that break you. It's the accumulation of tiny, silent pressures your brain keeps storing. Every unread message, every delay, every responsibility, every worry you didn't process. Your body senses danger long before your mind understands it. Your heart rate increases. Your shoulders rise. Your breath becomes shallow. Your focus gets scattered. And suddenly, you're not reacting to the present moment anymore. You're reacting to the entire weight of the last 12 hours. But here's the twist. Once you learn to notice your trigger points, you take away their power. You can stop stress before it grows. You can interrupt it before it controls your day. You can regain control over your mind instead of letting your mind control you. This is the first step in managing stress effectively, understanding where it truly begins. Imagine this. You're sitting at your desk, your mind racing in 10 different directions. You're reading an email, but your thoughts are still stuck on something someone said an hour ago. Your chest feels tight, your jaw clenches, and suddenly even the simplest task feels impossible. This is the moment where most people push harder, but successful people do the opposite. They pause, they reset, and it takes just 60 seconds. Here's how the 1-minute reset works and why it's powerful. First, place one hand on your chest. Doesn't matter if you're at home, in your office, or even in your car. Physical touch instantly signals safety to your nervous system. Your brain goes from fight mode to "I'm okay." Now take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Not a quick gulp of air, a slow, steady inhale. Then exhale, but make the exhale longer than the inhale. This is the secret. A long exhale tells your brain, "We're safe. Calm down." Within seconds, your heart rate slows. Your shoulders drop. Your thoughts stop scattering like sparks and start lining up again. Next, close your eyes for just 5 seconds. Imagine your mind like a computer with too many tabs open. This breath is like hitting the refresh button. Now say softly or silently, "I'm here. I'm safe. I'm in control." These aren't just words. They rewire your thought patterns. They pull you out of fear and bring you back into the present moment. In less than 1 minute, your entire nervous system resets. The chaos quiets, the fog lifts, and the task that felt overwhelming suddenly becomes manageable. This isn't meditation. It's not therapy. It's a biological hack your brain reacts to instantly. And once you master it, stress loses its grip on you, because you now have a tool that pulls you out of panic whenever you need it. Have you ever noticed how one stressful thought doesn't stay alone? It brings friends. It multiplies. It loops. One worry becomes 10, and suddenly your entire mind feels like it's spiraling. This is called the stress loop, and here's the truth. It's not the stress itself that drains you. It's the non-stop replay. Picture this. You make a small mistake at work. Nothing major. But as you walk away, your mind whispers, "What if they think you're careless?" A few minutes later, "What if this affects your job?" An hour later, "What if this ruins your chance at promotion?" Now the mistake isn't the problem anymore. The replay is. This loop happens because your brain is wired for survival. When it senses danger, it keeps reminding you so you don't forget. But in modern life, the danger is not a lion. It's an email, a comment, a bill, a message, a look. So how do you break the loop? With pattern interruption. a technique high performers use to stop their mind from spiraling. Here's how it works. The moment you catch a stressful thought repeating, say one simple phrase, "Not now." Say it out loud if you're alone. Whisper it if you're not. This tiny phrase snaps your brain out of automatic replay mode. It's like turning off a notification pop-up. Then, immediately shift your focus to something physical. Stand up. Stretch your hands. Look out the window. Drink cold water. Touch your desk. Take a long exhale. Movement signals your brain to change emotional states. Even 3 seconds of physical interruption can break a 30-minute stress cycle. Next, redirect your mind. What's the next small action I can do right now? Not tomorrow. Not an hour later. Now, this anchors your mind in the present and out of overthinking. Because stress isn't the enemy, the loop is. And once you learn to break it, your mind stops controlling you. You start controlling it. Most people think stress starts inside the mind, but often it starts around you in the environment you live in. Your surroundings can raise or lower your stress levels without you even noticing. And here's the surprising part. Studies show that 40% of daily stress comes from environmental triggers you don't consciously register. Let's walk through an example. You wake up in a room with clothes on the chair, a buzzing phone, and yesterday's to-do list on the table. Nothing dramatic, but your brain sees all of it as unfinished tasks. Before your day even begins, you're already mentally behind. You sit at your desk. It's cluttered. Sticky notes, old coffee cups, random documents. Your brain tries to focus, but every item pulls a tiny bit of attention. You feel slow, unfocused, and frustrated, and you blame yourself. But it's not you. It's your environment asking your brain to multitask nonstop. Then comes digital noise, the worst kind. Notifications flashing, emails popping, group chats buzzing. Every ping triggers micro-stress spikes, even if you don't open the message. By the time afternoon hits, your mind is exhausted. Not from hard work, but from constant overstimulation. So how do you take control? Start small. Pick one space, your desk, your bedside table, your phone screen, and clear it. Give your brain visual breathing room. Next, reduce digital noise. Turn off non-essential notifications. Keep your phone face down when you work. Set quiet hours where your brain isn't on alert. Then create a calming micro-environment. The clean workspace, the plant, soft lighting, a scent you love, 30 seconds of fresh air. These tiny environmental changes send signals of safety to your nervous system. Your focus improves. Your mind settles. Your stress drops. Because your environment is not just a background. It's a silent force shaping your mental state every second. Control it, and you control your stress. Everyone talks about staying calm, but no one explains how. Because the truth is, calmness isn't a personality trait, it's a skill. And the most successful, mentally strong people use a few simple emotional regulation hacks that keep them grounded even during chaos. Let's start with a moment you'll recognize. You receive a message. Something about it feels off. Maybe the tone, maybe the timing. Suddenly, your stomach tightens, your mind starts racing, and your emotions spike before you can even think. That's your nervous system reacting faster than your logic. And here's where the first hack comes in. Hack 1. Name the emotion. The moment you feel overwhelmed, pause and name exactly what you're feeling.
I'm anxious. I'm frustrated. I'm disappointed.
This simple act shifts activity from the emotional brain to the thinking brain. The emotion instantly loses intensity because your mind can't analyze and panic at the same time. Hack 2. Slow the body, slow the mind. Your emotions follow your physical state. If your breath is fast, your thoughts run faster. If your muscles are tight, your reactions become sharp. So here's what high performers do. They exhale slowly. They drop their shoulders. They unclench their jaw. Within 10 to 15 seconds, the emotional wave softens. Your body leads your mind back to control. Hack 3. The 90-second rule. This one is life-changing. Science shows that an emotional reaction lasts only 90 seconds in the body, unless you feed it with thoughts. When you feel triggered, remind yourself, just give it 90 seconds. Let the emotion pass like a wave. Don't respond. Don't argue. Don't spiral. When the 90 seconds end, clarity returns, and your response becomes mature, calm, and controlled. Emotional regulation isn't about being perfect. It's about having tools. Tools that help you stay steady when life gets loud. Tools that turn chaos into clarity, even when everything feels like it's falling apart. Some people break under stress, and some people rise because of it. What makes the difference? It's not luck. It's not personality. It's the ability to turn stress into fuel instead of fear. Let's explore how. Imagine two people receiving the same challenge. A deadline moved up, a sudden responsibility, an unexpected change. One person freezes, overwhelmed. The other becomes sharper, more focused, more driven. The situation is identical. The reaction is completely different. So what separates them? The reframe: stress is preparation, not pressure. Your body doesn't know the difference between excitement and stress. The same hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, glucose, are released when you're preparing for something big. That tight chest? It's your body delivering more oxygen. That fast heartbeat? It's your system generating energy. That alertness? It's your brain sharpening your senses. High performers don't fear these sensations. They use them. Instead of saying, "I'm stressed," they say, "My body is preparing me." This single reframe changes everything. Stress turns into fuel when you direct it. Take athletes, entrepreneurs, emergency workers, they all feel stress, but they've trained their minds to channel it. Here's the 3-step method they use. 1. Accept the signal. Instead of fighting stress, acknowledge it. My body is gearing up. Good. Resistance creates panic. Acceptance creates power. 2. Aim the energy. Choose one small, immediate action. Reply to one email. Organize one file. Write one sentence. Stress fuels motion, but only if you direct it quickly. 3. Stay present, not predictive. Stress becomes fear when you jump into the future. Bring your mind back. What's the next step right now? This stops spiraling and converts pressure into focus. Stress isn't your enemy. Unmanaged stress is. When you learn to ride the wave instead of drowning in it, you transform pressure into clarity, energy, and progress. Most people wait until they're overwhelmed to manage stress. But the strongest, calmest, most mentally stable people do the opposite. They create a daily routine that protects them from stress before it even arrives. This is the stress-proof routine, and it takes just 5 minutes a day. Let's walk through it like a story. Imagine you start your morning not by checking your phone, not by scrolling, not by reacting, but by grounding yourself first. Before the world pulls you in, you take control. Step 1, the 30-second stillness. Sit or stand comfortably. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your chest. Take one slow breath in and one long breath out. This resets your nervous system instantly, lowering your baseline stress level for the entire day. Step 2, the 60-second mind dump. Take a piece of paper, not your phone, and write down everything on your mind. Tasks, worries, reminders, thoughts. Don't organize them. Don't judge them. Just empty your head. This simple act removes 50% of mental pressure because your brain no longer has to hold it all. Step 3, the 90-second priority lock. Look at your list and choose one thing that matters most today. Not 5, not 10, just 1. This prevents overwhelm before it begins and gives your brain direction instead of chaos. Step 4, the 2-minute micro-movement. Stretch, walk, breathe deeply, open a window, step outside. Anything that moves your body. Movement clears stress chemicals from the bloodstream. 2 minutes can completely shift your emotional state. Step 5, the 30-second self-command. End with a powerful line. I control my day. Stress doesn't control me. This anchors your mindset and prepares your brain for clarity, not panic. Do this routine every day, and stress stops feeling like a surprise attack. Instead, you start each day with calm, control, and confidence. This is how you become mentally unshakable, 5 minutes at a time.